Say no, kids. The Verve. Drugs don't work on XFM. This is the Josh Widdicombe Show. I'm still pushing our messages. Still with producer Neil.
Good afternoon.
Angela Barnes.
Hello.
And James Acaster. Good morning.
Hello, Josh Widdicombe. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Afternoon. Oh, I don't want to be that guy.
Too late.
I don't want to be that guy who does that.
Oh, I don't like that guy at all.
No.
We don't want that guy on the show.
Good morning. I think I'll find it after. Oh, well, good night in that case.
So, should we just go straight onto the topics?
Yeah.
School art projects?
Yeah.
Did you do any art?
Oh, I was quite a serious artist in school. Myself very seriously.
Some things don't change, Jake.
Yeah. To this day, I for my GCSE art, we had to do a project, and the only thing we were given was the title, which was Inside.
Oh,
so to interpret that.
Stiltskin.
I was just going to say that,
really
Josh. Thank you.
Stiltskin, great.
Great reference.
Other kids did stuff like inside actual buildings and stuff, did literal stuff and whatever. I think this is the most pretentious thing you can do with that title. Inside Life.
Inside your life?
Oh no, just inside life in general.
What does that mean?
Well, Josh, if you saw the art project, you'd know, because the project consisted of loads of photos I'd taken of life and just how life is.
Oh, life.
Something like that. So it's like, I remember one of the photos was of some litter.
Life is rubbish.
Yeah. People are littered on the. It's like, oh, look at this litter that is on the floor.
Yeah.
There's a photo like of friends. Just pals and people that mean a lot to me.
Not the sitcom.
No, not the sitcom. Obviously, although that did at that age make up a vast proportion of life. And then in the middle, I'd written like a kind of bit of prose about life, which I remember ended with the line, "And don't forget, you won't be inside life forever."
Oh, wow.
How old were you, James?
I was probably about 15, old enough to not do that.
What did you score? I think
I also remember I made a mixtape to go with it that the teachers had to listen to while they graded it. So
I hated you.
It was really depressing. It's like a really depressing mixtape. I remember running into my art teacher in the corridor, and she went, "I've just been grading your art project and now I want to kill myself."
I love the fact they did listen to it.
Yeah, they had to listen.
You know something? I've got a mixtape that James Acaster made me in 2008 that I've still not listened to.
Yeah. Oh. Inside Life.
So what was on Inside Life? Now that's what I call life.
It had a lot of. I was listening to, I was a Kerrang reader back then. I was listening to quite a lot of dreary new metal bands and things
like
that.
Papa Roach.
Yeah, but like the one Papa Roach song that isn't a rap one, the one that was like really slow and they just like really bands like Stained. Spelt without an E.
Yeah, I remember Stained. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all stuff like that. And
wow,
I don't remember how I graded on it, but it wasn't.
Neil, you're right.
Yes, amazing.
If you have any pretentious art work that you've done, text us 83936 or tweet us at XFM. Coming up, Angela's going to reveal a kind of copyright issue based artwork anecdote. If you're the lawyer for Percy Pig, I'd be worried.
Inside Life was my own creation, Josh. I didn't rip it off.
Josh Widdicombe, XFM.
Now, earlier we had a text in from Michael Marden about how he'd failed his maths GCSE because he wound up his teacher and the teacher wouldn't give him a calculator for the exam. Ooh. It gets bleaker. He writes on a new subject. During my art GCSE, I wouldn't say this isn't so much sad. It's just It's just quite a good anecdote. During my art GCSE, a classmate painted for his end of year project 7 different portraits of Hollywood legend Roger Moore. One for each of his iconic Bond roles, and each one in a different artistic style from history.
Oh, well, that's impressive.
I put that up in my lounge. That
sounds good.
Yeah.
It caused quite the debate at the time. There was even an article about it in the local paper. I have no idea what grade he ended up receiving, but there was even more controversy when during the post-exam exhibition attended by friends, family and the public, an unknown stranger purchased his Baroque octopussy for what was then quite a considerable sum. Years later, we were told by his then best friend that the mystery art collector was in fact the family's gardener, paid by his mum to buy the said piece, presumably to boost his confidence. Or manufacture some hype about her son's artistic ability.
I don't understand what the controversy is.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Why was that? He said there was a debate and controversy over his artwork. I
Well,
think
whether
that
it was
sounds
good or not, I
perfect.
suppose it's you know, like the Damien Hirst's formaldehyde shark or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Formaldehyde cow.
Cow.
I think he did a shark
He
as
did a
well.
shark as well.
as well.
What do you do with a shark? Formaldehyde or
Yeah.
not?
I think he just pickled lots of things.
Yeah.
Or just definitely formaldehyde?
This is the lowest brow discussion I've ever been involved.
Do you remember
It's like the culture show on
when
it.
he pickled Roger Moore? Roger Moore in formaldehyde.
Angela, you have an astonishing art story.
I do. This is a friend of mine from school, Jo Hoare, her name is, and we had to design a...
Sorry, Neil's face at her amusing surname.
I was just going to
laughing at
skip
you.
by that. None
Let
of
it
you...
go, guys. Let it go, guys. Grow up.
Yeah, thanks, James.
Tell you what, it has given me an idea that all of my friends like to right now, I'm going to give them fake names that I can't normally get away with saying on the radio. Everyone I talk about.
It's Hoare. Boys,
Okay.
come on.
okay. Grow up, Neil.
And we had to do an art and design project. Right, this is
You
in
want to be the
19...
producer?
Wasn't me.
Neil, try and remember that before this, Angela texted her friend to let her know she'd be talking about her on the radio.
I did. I just texted her
gonna
and
be
said,
listening to
tune
this
in. We're
now.
going to be
You're
talking
ruining her
about you.
Sunday.
But don't worry, she's definitely never heard anyone laugh at her surname before, ever.
So what was her name again, sorry?
Joe.
Right,
And in
Sounds
1991, as an art and design project, we had to design packaging for a sweet, right, a confectionery item. And
I did that art project.
I think it was probably in the handbook
Did
for
a
art
chocolate-
teachers.
I did a chocolate bar called Blaze.
Did it have chilies in it?
No, but it was orange.
It was orange.
No, the packaging.
Okay, what was the chocolate bar though? What flavour?
We only did the packaging.
Of course you did.
Angela.
Anyway, and recently I was at Joe's house and we were looking through old school stuff and for nostalgic reasons, and we found this project in which she had definitely designed the Percy Pig. She'd even called it Percy, and it was in 1991. Percy Pigs were released in 1995. I think M&S ripped her off.
Wow.
That's a bit of a gap as
we
well.
can't- Neil is now worried.
M&S do have the right to reply.
I have tweeted M&S about this before, and they tweeted back what a coincidence it was.
Oh, they would, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Oh,
I have a picture of it. I have it. I can tweet it if you want it. I'll tweet it now.
If you tweet it, we'll retweet it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll
Cool,
tweet it
because
at
it's
MS.
uncanny.
It is. I've seen it is uncanny. So, just for legal reasons, I'm nothing to do with Angela's viewpoint. This is the Hives
Josh Widdicombe. XFM.
Muse Muscle Museum from their debut album Showbiz, the year 2000. Is that right? Something like that.
God, you've been to radio school this week, haven't you?
Producer Neil there, starting to get a little itchy feet, bit worried. Angela Barnes still here.
Hello.
James Acaster.
Hi.
And now, last week I had a week off, but our new series of unlikely celebrity friendships. So far we've had...
We have had Graham Souness and Dale Winton.
Yep.
They holiday together. Brian Eno and Carolina Hearn, who were
Yep.
next door neighbours.
Yep.
And he installed a button in her house that would turn off his studio if it got too loud.
That's amazing.
That was good, isn't it?
And Thierry Henry and Charlene Spiteri from Texas.
Yeah. That's my favourite still. So, Neil, what have you got for us this week?
Well, this week's is picture-based.
What?
And it's Chris Brown, the rapper / musician,
Yeah.
who's had his faults.
I was wondering whether we were allowed to bring
Wow.
that up.
Is that his fault?
And former EastEnders star Sid Owen.
Which one's Sid?
Here's a picture of them
Ricky,
hanging out at a party in LA.
has that been photoshopped?
Yeah, it looks like someone's photoshopped Sid Owen.
It's not Photoshop, that's a
It
genuine
looks like,
photo.
you know, when there's a ghost and someone says, but Sid Owen died 4 years ago. So why were they hanging out?
I don't know the backstory. I mean, I can only assume they might have been signed, because, you know, Sid Owen had
He had a hit.
music out, which was a good thing going. So I can only assume it was a label party or something.
I think if you're Sid Owen, you can probably hang out with anyone, can't you?
Do you think?
Okay, you could just rock up to someone and they're like, oh yeah, familiar face.
It was LA, yeah?
Yes.
Because I went to, last time I went, the only time I've been to Los Angeles, I saw one celebrity in my whole time there, and that was Beppe from EastEnders.
Wow.
They're all over there now.
So EastEnders got some sort of... Maybe they've set up a bar in LA just like called EastEnders, and every week they have a different...
I'd go.
Yeah.
Definitely.
People don't know that EastEnders is actually filmed in LA.
It's like if you want to film London, you have to film it in LA because LA looks like London on
It does
TV.
look exactly like London. It's where
Walford is. In fact, I was going to say an area of LA. I don't know any of them.
Made in Chelsea.
Sunset Boulevard.
In LA.
Sunset Boulevard. Yes, there we go. This is petered out. But it was a good photo. Will you tweet the photo?
We'll tweet the photo of Matt XFM.
Have to tweet the photo. Have to. I mean, you know.
Are you driving this link into the...
I don't care anymore because Brown's put me in a bad mood.
Josh Widdicombe, XFM.
Catfish and the Bottlemen on XFM. That was a weird rhythm, the way I said it, wasn't it, Neil?
It's good.
It's good. Okay.
Catfish and the Bottlemen.
Catfish and the Bottlemen.
Classic yes man.
Yeah.
Hey. A yes man.
Catfish and the Bottlemen.
Right, coming up, we're going to inject a bit of professionalism, and Neil's going to cook while we do plugs. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Josh Widdicombe, XFM.
Bumblebee, Kasabian, more or less bring us to the end of the show. Before that, though, there's a few things we need to do. Number one, obviously thank the listeners for their brilliant input.
Thank you.
There we go. Number two, the podcast will be up on Tuesday or Monday if iTunes can be bothered. Is that the ruling? They're really good. They're really good, those guys. But sometimes they're quicker than some. Sometimes they take ages, sometimes they don't.
There's no rhyme nor reason.
Can't we get them to sneak it onto everyone's iTunes like they did with YouTube?
Yeah, because that really worked for you too.
Well, really well, everyone loved it.
Now,
Still singing all the songs every day.
have you listened to it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh, you too.
well, that's one. That is one. Yeah, your story checks out. Because we obviously up against Sunday brunch these days. While you plug, Neil will be cooking. What will you be preparing this week?
I am making a roast dinner this week.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. What? At 12:51?
Making a roast dinner, yep.
So let's get started.
Oh, you need a plate.
Yeah, you've got a plate.
And
Start off with a plate.
That's where I always start with my roast.
got my carrots.
So what are these raw carrots?
Well, yeah.
They batons you're putting on the plate.
Carrot batons.
Juliette, no?
Batons.
Could I have a carrot?
Actually, quite.
Yeah, you can have a carrot. There you go.
What's that served with the carrot?
A beetroot dipper.
No, I don't need that. Angela, would you like to plug anything?
I would. I've got a run of shows at the Soho Theatre coming up on the 7th to the 11th of October, and it's a room that's probably bigger than it should be for me. So please come along, buy tickets online.
8:45.
8:45.
8:45 p.m.
7th to the 11th of October.
Yes, James.
I am on tour at the minute. All
I
over.
just have to stop you there, James. What have you just put on the plate?
Some peas, some butternut.
Ooh.
No, it's not butternut.
Butternut peas.
Butternut peas, pardon?
Sugar snap peas.
Sugar snap peas.
Okay, so it's quite unroast so far.
Yeah, precious little roasting going on.
Yeah.
It's a raw roast.
Carry on with your
It's a
plugging.
new trend.
Go on with your plug.
Okay then, mate. On tour, jamesacaster.com for all the dates. This week I'll be at Southend on Friday, Coventry on Saturday, and Winchester on Sunday.
Neil.
Can I just say James's second video as well, who's Kettering.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant.
There's an
haven't seen
online
that yet.
web series I'm doing called Sweet Home Ketteringa, where I revisit Kettering. There are 2 videos up at the moment, one for the football club, one for Wicksteed Park, soon to come the Kettering Museum.
How's the roast going, Neil?
Roast chicken crisps.
Right, Bagsy not eating this.
No.
Yeah, I'm not eating this.
I'm on a diet. What a shame.
Neil, is that it? Is there any gravy?
No.
Unbelievable.
Sitting there
What a
eating
life.
crisps.
Have you got anything you want to plug?
No, I'm happy.
That is the lowest.
That is, you are not happy. Look at you.
You are not.
You've got,
You're like
James Martin's really
you're like
worried.
You're like a really sad divorcee.
Sugar snaps, carrots, and roast chicken crisps. So just having a Sunday roast. I'm really happy.
He hasn't got the kids today. You can eat what you like.
Before you fold up your bed into the wall.
I don't need her. I don't need her.
Happy without her.
Well, I am happy.
I'm going to be all right. Things are looking up.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, James. Thank you, Neil. Wipe away those tears. Up next is Sunta.